Welcome to this Functional Skills Level 2 Maths training video. This video contains information and guidance on Criterion 3. Evaluate expressions and make substitutions in given formulae in words and symbols. At Level 2 and by the end of this session, you should be able to substitute numbers into formulae,
Evaluate expressions.
work with worded formulae and apply formulae to real-life situations. This session may be easier if you are familiar with Criterion 12, which covers the order of precedence, or bid mass. Let's start with substitution. Substitute means swap or change. It is like filling in a recipe. Let's look at an example. Use X cups of flour. If X equals 2, we simply need to swap the letter X for the number 2. This gives us the instructions to use 2 cups of flour. Let's look at another example. Here is a formula. Cost equals number of tickets multiplied by £5. If the number of tickets is 3, we can replace number of tickets with 3. The formula becomes 3 multiplied by £5. Now we know that the total cost is £15 because 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. Let's move on to other examples. Let's move on to substituting numbers into formulae. C equals 5t. Here, we can see that the letter T equals 3. Wherever you see the letter T, you should write 3 instead. C equals 5 multiplied by 3. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. So C equals 15. Here's a higher level example. For y plus, x divided by z. X equals 10. Y equals 4. Z equals 2. We need to swap the letters for the numbers. This then gives us 4 multiplied by 4 plus 10 divided by 2, which equals 21. Remember to follow the correct order of precedence. Now it's your turn. Pause the video while you work out the answers to these questions, then press play to continue. Let's check your answers. Did you get them right? For question 1, you need to swap or substitute the letter M with its value, which is 5. This gives us B equals 6 multiplied by 5 plus 8. Following bid mass, the first operation we need to complete is multiplication. 6 multiplied by 5 equals 30. The new formula is B equals 30 plus 8. Finally, we can add 30 and 8 to give us the value of B, which is 38. For question 2, we first need to substitute the letters for their values. The formula becomes V equals 7 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. As both operations are multiplications, we can complete them from left to right. 7 multiplied by 2 equals 14. 14 multiplied by 3 equals 42. Therefore, V equals 42. Let's move on to look at formulae in words. Formula in words is exactly as it sounds. The formula itself uses words rather than numbers. We still need to substitute numbers to solve a problem. Here's an example. Number of items plus distance from shop in miles equals total cost. An order has 7 items and is 3.2 miles from the shop. What is the total cost? To work out the total cost, we must substitute 7 and 3.2 into the formula as follows. 7 is the number of items. We need to add it to the distance, which is 3.2 miles. We can then work out the answer. 7 plus 3.2 equals £10.20. Now it's your turn. Here is a question that uses a formula. Read it carefully. Pause the video while you work out the answer, then press play when you're ready to continue. Let's check your answer. First, substitute the letters for the numbers. Cost equals £4.70 plus 5.2 multiplied by 2. Next, follow the order of precedence to multiply out the brackets. 5.2 multiplied by 2 equals 10.4. When we add £4.70 and 10.40 together, this gives us the total cost, which is £15.10. Now it's time for you to practice some questions. Pause the video while you work out the answer, then press play when you're ready to continue. Did you get it right? Pause the video to check your answer, then press play to move on. Here's another question. Pause the video while you work out the answer, then press play when you're ready to continue. Did you get it right? Pause the video to check your answer, then press play to move on. Here's one final exam practice question. Pause the video while you work out the answer, then press play when you're ready to continue. Did you get it right? Pause the video to check your answer, then press play to recap what you've learnt in this session. You should now be able to substitute numbers into formulae, evaluate expressions, work with worded formulae, and apply formulae to real-life situations. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.